Good morning, everyone. My name is Aaron Johnson Jr. And today we're going to talk about what I call growth happening through adversity. 20 years ago, after leaving school, I stared at a blank screen, struggling to submit my first assignment. My hands shook, not because I didn't understand the material, but because I didn't believe I belonged. That moment became my first real lesson. Growth doesn't start with winning, it starts with showing up. Everyone in this room has faced a setback, a breakup, a career decision, or a loss in confidence. What you do after those moments defines your growth. This talk isn't about dramatic turnarounds. It's about small, consistent steps through adversity shape who we become. I'm not speaking from theory. I've lived this. From restarting school after 2 decades, to leaving a stable job, to learning how to love again, I've been broken down, built back up. I've done the work, felt the fear, and I kept showing up. And that's the core of my message. Growth doesn't happen after adversity, it happens through it. Let me show you how. Growth is built from small steps, not big wins. When I returned to school after 20 years, I thought I was ready, but that first assignment felt like a mountain. I hovered over the submit button, questioning everything. Am I too old, too rusty, too late? My student advisor was the one who changed everything. She told me, celebrate every win, Aaron, every single one. At first, I didn't believe her, but I started tracking my small victories, passing a class, being more active in discussions, logging in when I didn't feel like it. I began to realize that growth wasn't loud or flashy. It was quiet, consistent, humble. We wait for the big applause, the major breakthrough. But the real transformation is the small decisions, especially the ones that nobody sees. Point two, I grew the most when I felt I lost the most. For years, after being unhappy working in healthcare supply chain, I found myself at Nova Magnetics. It was stable, familiar, and honestly, it felt like family. I was at peace, but I was stuck. I showed up every day, did my job, laughed with my coworkers, and then I went home. From the outside, it looked fine, even good. But inside, I knew I wasn't growing. I wasn't being challenged. I wasn't being honest with myself. Eventually, I took a leap of faith. I left Nova Magnetics and accepted a new opportunity at Pepsi. It wasn't just a career move, it was a personal risk. I had to let go of comfort to chase purpose. Believing wasn't easy. At my going away party, my coworkers gave me a gift, a metallic CD-ROM, not one that you could see completely through, but one you could see your reflection in. I asked what it meant, and my coworker Georgi said, "You're a good person with a good heart. Every time you look at this, you'll be able to see who you really are." That moment grounded me. Even as I stepped into the unknown, I carried the truth of who I was, reflected back through the eyes of people who believed in me. And then there's the part of my life that no resume can cover, my heart. A decade ago, I called off an engagement. That kind of heartbreak doesn't just sting, it sticks. I spent years doing the work, healing, and rebuilding my self worth. Eventually, I got back out there. And now I'm dating a wonderful woman with whom I can be my authentic self. Early on, she told me something honest. She used to worry that because I was mentally stable, I wouldn't need her. But in a real partnership, your partner doesn't just fill the gaps. They reveal strengths that you didn't know you had, and they fill the things that you didn't know you needed. It's not about finding someone to complete you. It's about being whole enough to connect from a place of honesty, not fear. That kind of growth didn't come from moving on. It came from celebrating who I am, scars and all. Recognizing your resilience changes everything. For a long time, I downplayed what I overcame. I thought if it wasn't something dramatic, it didn't matter. But now I know that recognizing your quiet victories is the key to growth. You honor what you've been through. You empower yourself to keep going. When you celebrate your small wins, you give yourself permission to belong right where you are. You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need to be fearless. You just need to move forward, even when the steps are small, especially when the steps are small. You keep moving forward. So, in conclusion, here's what I want you to remember: we grow through adversity by honoring the steps we do take, no matter how small. My journey has taught me that confidence and purpose aren't built in easy times, they're earned during the hard ones. Growth isn't a reward that shows up after the pain, it's born in the middle of the struggle. So celebrate your progress. Don't wait for the job offer, the relationship, the degree, or the approval. The fact that you're still here, still trying, that's your win. And me, I'm gonna keep doing the work, keep telling the truth, keep honoring every step forward, even when no one's clapping. I opened by telling you how scared I was to submit that first assignment, but I did it. And with every submit, every goodbye, every hello, I grew. And so can you, because your breakthrough might already be happening quietly, patiently, while you're busy showing up. Thank you.